Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of Genesis Umamusume. We are here with the graded league, no rank cap this time, everyone at their full power, and there are over 100 trainers gathered here to determine who will be the best at the very first super major for Umamusume Pretty Derby.
Yeah, I am excited to be here, Saya. I am Anti. I'm joined by the wonderful Saya, and I cannot believe that we are here witnessing what's basically history at this point for Global Umamusume. Right, we're going to be seeing some crazy, crazy builds, some crazy teams, some crazy competition. I mean, there's no way to describe it other than just peak horse racing.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the players do here. There are 4 different pools with around 30-something players each, and each pool will advance 7 until the last pool, which will advance 6. We're getting the rule set up on screen now. It is 1v1v1, which is why the top cut is top 27 instead of the usual power of 2 that you are used to here. The Swiss pools will cut into that bracket, and let's take a look at the track.
Yeah, track is going to be Chukyo Turf, 2,200 meters medium left in winter. And everyone knew this coming in, right? Everyone knew that the mood was going to be locked to great. Now, the track conditions, I will say, a lot of people came in this weekend expecting it to be raining, right? We looked at the forecast, we said, oh, well, it's going to be raining. You know, we're going to be building some rainy weather Umamusume, and it's a sunny day in San Jose today.
Is it? Is it cloudy or is it sunny, the chosen weather
Honestly,
condition?
I'm not 100% sure. It was sunny when I got here,
Mhm.
but it was cloudy when I woke up. So, cloudy. Okay, so we're going to be going with cloudy for the track conditions, but at the very least, it ain't raining.
That's true, that's true. Defying expectations, the rain is tomorrow after all. But let's take a look at the pricing here. It is incredibly stacked. A total of how much? 360, 60, 180. I need to do math.
Oh, you need to do math.
Wait, how much is that?
That's
600?
6, 8, 9, 540.
560, 60. I, uh,
Yeah, you just take
600,
multiples of
600.
six.
Yeah. Yes, right?
Oh yeah, it's
Yes,
600.
okay, it's $600 total. But importantly, first and second getting full weekend badges to OffKai Expo Gen 5, which is coming up later this year in this very same convention center in San Jose.
Yeah, Gen 5 of OffKai Expo. I gotta say, OffKai, I've got a lot of VTuber friends, and they always talk about OffKai. It's always a great time. And right now, you can use Genesis X3 for $5 off your registration. That is a limited time code. You want to make sure to use that before it expires on Monday. So get your badge now, get going, have a great time. OffKai is always a good vibe.
Yeah, and speaking of good vibes, I think the players are chilling over there in the player chairs. I recognize one of them. That's Tibbs, who I know very well with the Silent Suzuka plushie. And I've heard whispers that that player is going with a very, very suspicious strategy.
Oh.
Solo ace runaway. No? Oh, you bailed out? Oh, he bailed out. He's a coward. He was going to go with solo ace runaway Suzuka, which might have been the least reliable strategy to ever grace this
But
game.
it would have been so fun.
It would have.
All right. Well, either way, we are still going to be seeing some interesting strategies. If this is the stuff we're bailing out of, what are the stuff that we are going to be seeing as a staple?
I think there is an elephant in the room, and the elephant's name might start with an X, and it might end with an I.
Yeah, I gotta say, right? I love me some Ogre Cap. I've been a huge fan of her since the only appearance of her in the series was just eating in the background for multiple seasons in a row. Now that Cinderella Grey's out, now that Global's out, there's a lot more people who are much more into Ogre for meta reasons. But now that Christmas Ogre's out, it's gone so much further than that, right? This horse has such a consistent way to proc that unique skill, right? Just get that festive surprise going, pop that 777s, just that last spurt is so unbelievably consistent for Christmas Ogre.
Yeah, and speaking of the track, this is Chukyo Turf 2200, and this track is a Christmas Ogre track. This is where you can reliably get that kind of late race acceleration, the carryover as well. So I think a lot of players have been very, very worried about the meta being completely centered around that character. We'll see if the anti-meta soldiers can get a win here.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I love about Umamusume. The game is deep enough that it's not just, oh, roll the best unit, spend as much money as you can, just roll this, right? It's so much more than that. You can build your own units, you can build your own team compositions. Anti-meta is absolutely a thing. We have Oshi runners for a reason.
Yeah, and speaking of Oshi runners, there are a few of them among us today. I think most notably Pick from yesterday, the Smart Falcon. Quite notable if you were tuning in, if you're tuned into any online activity as well. We'll see if Pick can go far. And also plenty of people watching at home to see if someone who's dedicated to one Uma might get it done.
I mean, dedication is definitely one way to do it, but either way, dedication isn't everything. Sometimes it does just come down to luck, right? You just have to go with your gut, have to go with the team that you built up from the very beginning, and you have to hope to God everything procs exactly when you need it.
All right, but speaking of the elephant in the room, 2 Christmas Ogre caps are showing up in this lobby.
I'm seeing 3.
3? Oh, it is 3. Oh my goodness, 100%. Let's see, on stream, will there be 100% Christmas Ogre rate within all of the teams? It is more likely than not, I think.
I love me some Ogreing. But right now, the biggest question is, what else are we going to see, right? We have not just the Christmas Ogres, we have 3 teams with 3 front runners and 3 late surgers to back them up. So it's very standard as far as the team composition is concerned. I am seeing 2 major Odobers.
Yeah, and actually, before we start the race, let's take a look at that Runaway Suzuka at the very bottom. Tibbs may have abandoned the solo A stream and fallen into the clutches of the meta, but this is still a very impressive Suzuka that could take it all.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely a wonderful thing. I love watching Runaway Suzuka just bolt out to the front, keep on going, make sure that those front runners can't actually make use of a lot of their power, but in the end, I'm pretty sure everyone's running Ogre as their ace at this point.
Yeah, with very rare exceptions, we'll be heading into this race. And well, let's get right to it. Tibra, John H, and Sun, the very first on-stream race of the Graded League.
Yeah, and remember, it is Tiburo's Christmas Ogre on 8, John H on 1, and Sun on 3. We're going to have a lot of Ogres, so we're going to have to be paying attention to those numbers. But the biggest thing in the end is, what are we expecting from these teams?
My eyes are firmly on those late surgers.
芝2209人の馬娘たちが挑みます。現在1番人気は
Two Dobers and one Grass Wonder. I mean, we've got 3 different front runners coming on in, but in the end, only 2 different late surgers. I'm honestly really interested in seeing just what happens with the Ogres.
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。
Gonna be interesting here, but taking the lead on board here, and Shao Suzuka gets off to a strong start. Number 9 in first place, as the runaway tends to be. Sometimes the runaway gets kidnapped right behind other front runners, and that could lead to bad things happening. But as a solo runaway, this Suzuka will have quite a solid time in the early race.
Yeah, and we saw right at the very beginning, these players know how to build their units. There's a lot of left-handed, there's a lot of winter runners. They know exactly where it is at the racing. They know exactly what it is that they're going to be doing. And look at that Suzuka all the way by herself out in front. The view from the lead really is hers, and the skill hasn't even procced yet.
And speaking of the mid-game here, the Christmas Ogres all sticking very, very close to each other. The Metro Dober pushing up. That might lead to a good Excel here. Number 6 is number 1, John H in that 6th slot. Actually pushing up is number 6, Metro Dober into the 5th position. Pushing up very, very far is the Metro Dober, almost past the Christmas Ogre caps. That is very well positioned for a late surger here. That could be a win condition.
Yeah, and Tiburo's Ogre cap right in the front of them, and we're coming into this final spurt right now. Tiburo's Ogre is still right towards that front, making the lead, and All right, here we go. Summer Maruzensky trying to make a break for it.
Yeah, but at the final corner, Summer Marzensky overtaking the runaway. Behind now, it's actually Summer Marzensky with the angling and scheming, but also the Saiyan Sky doubling angling and scheming at the end, but Saiyan Skies is stronger. And Saiyan Skies in the lead right now, but the Christmas Ogres in hot pursuit. And the hot pursuit's right here. They're on the corners. They got the velocity. The Christmas Ogre caps, they might have it.
Yeah, but Saiyan Sky continuing forward, continuing to barrel down that runway, trying for that last home stretch. The Ogres are coming, but Saiyan Sky still in front. It's neck and neck, and it's Ogres to take it in the end.
Oh, that was so close at the end there, but not enough distance from that Saiyan Sky. It's Ogre Cap who gets it done. With a very small neck lead, it's Sun who takes first place and moves on with a win.
It might be a cloudy day in San Jose, but the sun's shining bright today. Ogre Cap taking it in the end, whether it be the Saiyan Sky, whether it be the Ogre Cap, Sun had that one on lock.
That medium S. It is so annoying to train for those S aptitudes, but it was well worth it. That was the difference maker. Without that, that Ogre Cap would not have gotten that win.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, everything procs exactly when it needs to. You're also taking that Winter Runner on top of it, and when you have those skills exactly at the right moments, this is why this character is so unbelievably scary in the meta. You know exactly when that skill is going to proc. You know exactly when that final spurt's going to be happening, especially on Chukyo.
Yeah, in a game of uncertainties, so being able to basically fix your unique activation like that is very nice. Of course, there is the wit check to have to worry about. There are that kind of unreliabilities, but yeah, that's really good thing for Christmas Ogre. That is why she is the meta definer right now.
Yeah, that is why she is the meta definer. We actually have Wolf Scratch coming on in, so we're going to be relieving Saya from duty for a bit. In the meantime, I get to gush a little bit about my favorite horses. So OffKai, remember, is a VTuber convention, so I got a little bit of my own Suichan over here in the Suichan bag, but over here we got Nice Nature, Maurice over here. Maurice is an Umamusume. Long story, but I just love horses. And I love being able to experience them with you, Wolf Scratch.
Hello.
Hello, hello, welcome.
Thank you for helping me get out. What ended up happening was that I rolled over on top of my phone, so I smothered it with my entire body.
Yeah, smothered your phone just like how the Christmas Ogres are smothering the meta right now.
Oh, is it still happening?
I mean, we just got past our first race, and it was 3 Christmas Ogres, but not 3 of them fighting for the end. Instead, it was a Saiyan Sky right at the end, almost taking the victory, but it was her teammate who ends up taking it all. So, in the end, Ogrin still bringing us more and more surprises. And by surprise, I mean not very surprising moments.
The classic, the Christmas is inevitable, and the classic, great stuff right here. I'm excited. I love Umamusume. I know you love gushing about it. I mean, you're the reason why I got into it in the first place.
Yeah.
You've infected me, the horse virus.
Yeah, but in the end, the big question here is what else are we going to be looking forward to? Because we already know about all the Christmas Ogres. We already know about these extremely strong frontrunners like the Saiyan Sky, like the Maruzensky, like the Runaway Suzukas. And as we get further and further into this bracket, we're going to be seeing some more familiar names. We're going to be seeing some more interesting anti-meta, setups, builds, per se. I'm particularly interested, honestly, less of the meta and more of what people build as their anti-meta, right? Because Oshi runners exist for a reason.
Yes.
We have seen so many people just force their favorite character, their favorite horse, and they say, hey, you know what? I want to see you succeed. I want to see you cross that finish line. I want to see you on that podium.
Force is such an ugly word. It's encourage.
Honestly, that's a fair point.
Yeah, you're a trainer. You're supposed to help, Sorry, Haru Urara. You're going to run on the turf tracks, and you're going to find out.
Yeah.
You're going to win that.
We're going to get Utan winning the Arimaki.
Exactly. It's like Taiki Show. She's like, oh, I'm the champion of running short races. And everyone's just like, we're going to build you for medium, and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And
I love Taiki.
Taiki's
She's such a sweetheart.
She's like, dang.
Man, now I'm sitting here thinking about Doto. Doto is also such a sweetheart. If you ever get the chance to look at some Meisho Doto in game or in real life, very cute horse. I love that guy.
The Twitter feed's full of it. The :3 horse.
Yeah, shout outs to Taru Taru Mage, always uploading some wonderful Meisho Doto. But yeah, so there's a lot to be looking forward to. We're going to be seeing a lot of Umamusume, and remember, this is the graded league.
Yes.
There's $600 worth of prizes. I gotta say, right, having an OffKai fully expense-paid weekend, right, and it's like the full registration. Sorry, not full expenses. That'd be a little bit too crazy.
Let's calm down here.
But the full weekend pass for OffKai Gen 5 for first and second place is great. I'm looking at that Vivlos Labubu at the end there.
Who's that?
I love Vivlos. I mean, I'm going to say, I don't think this is the Vivlos that has
The
human
ears.
ears, but she's still adorable nonetheless.
That's hidden media, not lost media. Way.
All right, but either way, I mean, take a look at these, right? If you are a lover of Umamusume, you are a lover of literally any of them. I swear, I try to look for my favorite, and it feels like I'm being asked to pick between my favorite children.
Yep. Who do you want to live?
Oh,
Gotta
really?
pick. Oh, damn.
Oh my god, that's Loom. Sorry, so
Oh, there you go.
we've got some wonderful players up on screen right now. In the middle, actually, is a player from my region, SoCal, for Rivals of Ether, Loom, who I believe is sorely underprepared for this.
All right, we got a confirmation.
We
That's
got a
yes.
confirmation from Loom.
It's okay. One of my friends entered the non-graded league, and she was like, "Oh, it's gonna be great." And I was like, "How'd you do?" I got last. I feel like I let them down.
Yeah, that's the big thing about this tournament, right? You've got people coming in from all walks of life. You got people coming in because they're saying, hey, you know what? I play the game a little bit. It's fun. It'll be fine. You got people coming in saying, I love horses. I love Umamusume. I just really enjoy, training up my horses. It'll be a good time. And you have some people coming in who say, I need to spreadsheet everything. I need this win. And they have come in just for Umamusume. I mean, we're coming in from Rivals of Ether.
Yep.
Right? I mean, you see my shirt right now, right? Umamusume, big part of our lives at this point, but it's a big melting pot, right? We got people coming in from Smash, from FGC, from, Rivals, from pretty much every game here. And some people I know flew over just for Umamusume.
I'm not surprised. Let's be real here. The love is too strong.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of love for the horses, for the game, for the community, and much more for the history behind some of these horses. Because for those who aren't aware, Umamusume, real-life racehorses, is what they are based off of. If you watch the show, more or less one-to-one recreation of their IRL race records. So it's very easy to get invested into them because their wins, their losses, their injuries, their comeback stories are all things that actually were earned in real life, something that they played towards. It's not just the director saying, oh, well, but I really like this one, right?
Break her legs for the 4th time.
Hey, no spoils. Anyway, speaking of which, we actually got Beginning of a New Era airing in movie theaters in the States come February 27th. I've actually got tickets for the 28th, but should be a great time. I'm really excited. I just love talking about horses.
I can tell. We can tell. Everyone can tell.
Oh, boy.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The nearest theater for me is 3 hours away. So.
I would do it.
I already drove 3 hours to get here from home. I'm doing it again. I don't care. I've made my choice. I've made my decisions. Why do you think they call a car horsepower? Here we go. Oh, that is terrifying.
Oh, boy. Now, speaking of terrifying, we've also got Jakalaka coming on in with that well-known Dio Scarlet. right? And this player, as far as I've been told, is the most successful player on Umamusume Global so far.
Yeah, her name is Miss Perfect for a damn good reason. Look at those stats. Spread, really nice and done. Has the groundwork ready to go. It's just such a key thing. And as well as left-handed. We talked about this earlier. If you're not running left-handed, you're not right. You're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not running left-handed, Winter Runner's also a phenomenal one. But on top of that, we thought it was going to be raining today.
We thought.
We thought. A lot of people looked at the forecast, said, it's probably going to be raining. And it's like, all right, those front runners might be in trouble. It's cloudy. It's not raining. Front runners galore. We already saw a Silent Suzuka run away. We already saw a Saiyan Sky almost take the lead. But in the end, we're seeing 3 front runners for, actually no, I think Moon's running a pace, but we're seeing 3 teams with 3 potential front runners, but we're also seeing 3 teams with Christmas Okri once again.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, keep in mind those positions as well, where they have pace chasing on 2 of them, but the last one that Jakalaka has is an end closer, which is the #1 favorite. That's terrifying, honestly. He's just coming in from the rear and just being able to do so much with it, but at the same time, there's also the Mayano Top Gun, another contender that we've kind of been expecting here. And the Free Spirit, she's smart.
She is smart.
She is very smart.
Umamusume is a wit game. But one thing I will also say, right, the end closer pick for Jakalaka there is very interesting, but I like that because a lot of the anti-meta builds are going to be targeting those late surgers. They're going to be trying to make sure that the late surgers don't get into the right position to get there in the end. And also you have things like Dominator coming into play, especially on a medium track like Chukyo. And going end closer allows you to avoid a lot of those. So once again, Jakalaka's Ogre Cap on 6, Lou's Ogre Cap on 1, and Tempest on 5. I'm super excited to see how this one goes, especially because I believe Jakalaka is one of the favorites to take it all.
Yeah, not surprising either. We've seen like the record, we've seen how well it is, and as well as a different little strategy coming into play right here in this graded league. Keep an eye on as well as the numbers, 5, 9, and 8 for Tempest, so a little bit of the interesting positions that do decide how these races go. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it'll go, and with the focus, let's have a little bit of a sounds countdown.
Yeah, but right now, Silent Suzuka taking the most outer post, not necessarily something you want to see, but you are seeing them take the lead. Run away, Suzuka already off to the races. Front runner straight away is going to be procking very early for Dao Scarlet, the Moxie as well. So these might not necessarily be the ideal timings, but at the very least, we're going to be seeing some fights for the front.
Listen, that sound always just gives me anxiety. Just a little bit of like an indicator that the fight's going to be happening. But as we're rounding around the first corner, plenty of abilities proccing, and as well as Professor of Curvature, and as well as the corner with the medium being able to get it. But if we look at the placings, this is kind of what we expect the 2 Silent Suzukas are going to be competing in the first and second. And quickly in third place is the Daiwa Scarlet, still in a pretty big positioning, but the spread of racers are still quite large as we're getting to the medium point of this race.
Yeah, definitely an interesting position for Jakalaka's end closer Ogre. The view from the lead does belong to Silent Suzuka though, and once again, Jakalaka's Ogre coming up front. This is an end closer Ogre, but we're already seeing a lot of overtakes. The medium straightaways going to get procced early on, and 777s is coming very, very soon.
We really need to see it happen. Here comes the first proc. This is the Christmas spirit, the festive miracle, or it could be the nightmare of your own. Oh my goodness, Jakalaka is going in huge! Going in there! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's not a horse, that's a race car! Already going in from the back, all the way to the front. There's some bowling balls happening from 9 and 2. That's going to be the sound. She's going all the way back. But Ogre Cap, Christmas Ogre Cap is going on the front. Looks completely uncontested, looks completely untouched as the previous 2. We have them just trying to reach forward, but Jakalaka, the favorite for a damn good reason.
And the greed is unbelievable. Ogre Cap gonna come on in and take all the prizes for herself. 8 lengths ahead. End closer Ogre Cap taking the win for Jackalaka, and that was not even close.
That was the most terrifying thing, and I'm not even the one competing. I just saw, like, this icon, this number 6, just start zooming across, just going, and I'm like, oh no. 777 may be luck, but it's 666, that's the demon, that's the devil.
Oh boy.
And that's Ogre Cap.
And then on top of that, we've also got the back roll of blessings. I mean, the New Year's TM Opera Ode skill on top of that. I mean, we've just got speed on speed on speed, and that's the name of the game when you're racing. But the name of this tournament might be Jackalaka if we're seeing this kind of performance.
Yeah, everyone talks about there's still some RNG, but like that was just if there's a player that's consistently like on top, consistently doing super well, then it's kind of hard to compete against those numbers, compete against what we've seen, and man, still an amazing performance by Jackalaka. I've never seen Silent Suzuka just kind of fall that far behind.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's from the runaway.
Yes.
Right? That's a lot of the idea of the Silent Suzuka. You're just far enough away that the front runners don't get to go super crazy with it, but in the end,
No?
Jackalaka no longer on stream. Instead, we're going to be seeing 3 new faces. Hello, hello.
You should turn it the other way if you want to show
Camera
it off.
to your left if you want to show it off to the cam.
Oh, it's the team probably. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, that's fair.
Oh, money spread.
I see 3 rice showers.
Damn.
No comment on the 3.
I'm just terrified. I just saw Ogre Cup. That's the Ashen Beast. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we've been hyping up. This is what we've been talking about.
I get it.
Christmas Ogre, so unbelievably scary. You leave out milk and cookies for Santa.
Mm-hmm.
You leave out the fridge for Ogre.
Yeah.
She's coming to take it all. The kitchen sink and the podium.
You know those like videos of like someone eating a sandwich bite for bite on the beat? And there's like that one where it just eats the plate and then the table and then the drawer.
Yeah, that's Ogre
That's
for
Ogre
you.
Cap. It just consumes everything like a black hole. But I get it. I was just like, oh, I understand that Christmas Ogre Cup's the meta. I watched the VODs. I was like, I understand. Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's so bright. I can't see a thing. I'm sorry.
It's the TM Opera Ode, like the light, like Superman. Rise and shine, my sweet dojo.
I love TM Opera Crow. I believe we can work this.
Oh,
it is TM Opera.
That's why it was so bright. It makes sense.
Nobody's more dazzling.
I love reading lips. I like, oh my god, okay. It's scary out there. You like enter, you're like, I'm here to have fun with my game. And then Jackalaka's just like smiling at you. End closer, Christmas.
I mean, everyone's expecting the late surge at Ogre, right? I mean, sometimes people end up running the pace Ogre, but the end closer coming on in, dodging all of the debuffs, ends up being so good here. And now we've got a few different teams. Only one Christmas Ogre today.
Happy holiday.
We got Summer Maruzensky, a non-Summer Maruzensky. I mean, Koyui coming in, no Ogre. Look at that Daiwa Scarlet. Just #1 favorite for a reason. We know this player loves Daiwa Scarlet.
No left, from the left.
No left. We do have the Symphony. I mean, I'm sure that the Symphony was just tacked on unless, you know, I'm missing something.
It could just be that it was just built a while ago. And it's just like, oh, I'm just going to keep up with it. Might as well.
Yeah.
Daiwa Scarlet.
But one thing that we also do have to know, right?
Yes.
Ryui, very consistent player in the carrot classes, you know, the competitive Umamusume global brackets. Dedicated front runner player. So that's why we've seen things like that Daiwa Scarlet, like that Silent Suzuka. It's not just a matter of meta, it's a matter of how you want to play. I talked about Oshi runners earlier.
Yes.
This is something just like what we were talking about.
Yeah, Measure to Dober. the big question mark, especially that we're kind of seeing around here. We're not seeing quite a lot, but still plenty of love. The cool-headed beauty is correct. Being able to kind of show that one up, but all eyes are going to be on the Daiwa Scarlet, the Oguri Cap, and as well as the Maruzensky, not the summer drip that we were expecting. I know it's quite cold. Saw the rain, I was like, I'm like a 60-year-old woman, I'm good.
I mean, I gotta say, right, it's Maruzensky. Whether you're running that red shift, whether you're running that bikini, you're going to be running fast towards that front. And at this point, if you take a look at these team comps, it's not just about the front runners, it's about the late surges. It's about who's going to be looking to catch up. Christmas Ogre, very much a concern for many, but also let's not count out Drift's Vodka in the end. So right here, we're going to be seeing who's going to be taking the lead.
You never know. Daiwa Scarlet could slow down for Vodka. There's plenty of implications that can be here, number one, but sounds is because they're taking their post quite close to each other on the outer area, so we'll have to see the immediate clash, the immediate competition as they're off.
Yeah, everyone taking the lead immediately, but there's that runaway from both Perkui and Koyui. Gonna see the leaders pipe proc. What restless already, but here we go. Runaway Silent Suzuka not getting too much of a lead on the other because we got two runaways going back to back, but just like that, Koyui once again going to be taking that lead very firmly.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the rough parts where it just like sounds good. Oh, she can just kind of run away from the whole entire competition. But Sight, there's actually two, and sometimes three from how popular she is to go on. Plenty of abilities proccing around this corner as we're approaching near the halfway point. Both Sounds because we're really quite competitive at the front. I'm interested to see when the shift will happen if we see Summer Maruzensky starting to gain a little bit of acceleration.
Yeah, but in the end, Daiwa Scarlet is still consistently ahead of this Summer Maruzensky. Leader's Pride going to be proccing once more. The killer tunes for Daiwa Scarlet, on the other hand, going to be dragging her closer and closer to that lead. Runaway gets you far enough, but is it going to take you all the way to the end?
It might be good enough. Here comes number 7, Saosuke, actually lagging a little bit farther behind. We're not seeing too much of a shift, but I have to say that Zobo makes her presence known and accelerates forward, but keep in mind on as well as the Christmas Ogre Cap. Here it comes. We saw last time as a flashback. There's a reason why she's the meta as she grinds around the corner, trying to go and overlap the Sansuka, but it might not just be enough. The runaway is still in effect. It's going to be a 1-2-1. Both of them are just competing on for this final position in the first place. Sansuka is still maintaining strong, but it's getting really close. It's getting really close, but honestly, I think Sansuka is just going to be good enough to just take it all. Yes!
And Suzuka manages to run to that finish. Perkui not only securing first place, but also the second on top of that. Whether it was going to be Oguri, whether it was going to be Suzuka, did not matter. But in the end, Suzuka takes it over Oguri. We're finally seeing the non-Oguri victories. But we got some Rice Shower fans here, and I gotta say, what a wonderful start to the day.
I appreciate when the horses don't get first. They strike the Germa pose.
I love Oguri, okay? But like, I do like seeing Oguri not getting first every time.
Yeah. It's like, that's my goal, but I don't want them to win everything. Like, I want to get some little bit of competition. I want some little bit of variety in there, and Sansuka being able to pull it out there, it gets scary. The camera perspective, but when you get to that final spurt, I'm just like, oh, that might be getting a little bit close. And Ogre Cap was quite close at the end. It feels maybe just a little bit longer on the race track. It could have been possible, but still great stuff. Sansuka is able to take it. Usually I'm too used to seeing her, you know, run away and then bowling ball all the way from first to last. But still impressive things to see on there. A little bit of competition, but still, Christmas Ogre Cap is terrifying.
Yeah, Christmas Oguri extremely terrifying. And I gotta say, right, we were expecting a little bit different of an outcome there, as one of our top players actually ends up dropping down a little bit earlier than we might have noticed. But Perkui securing first and second place, right? So, I mean, that doesn't actually mean that you get first and second in like the 1v1v1 double elim, but
it's swag points.
It's definitely swag points.
Yeah, it was like first, second, and fourth, I believe. So like that's a pretty like.
Oh yeah.
You're happy about that. You're seeing the results going to there. But that's just the nature of the game. You could be one of the top seeds, but there's still a little bit of RNG. There's still a little place in the brackets of where you are going to be positioned, and the fact that it is not raining today as expected.
Yeah. Front runners get to survive
Rejoice.
another day.
Rejoice. They rejoice. Let's be real here. We always saying like, oh, it's just weather, it's just rain. No.
Oh, it matters.
We talked about it.
We talked about it. It matters so much. I mean, if you just want to be in a position where you're losing a bunch of extra stamina just for funsies, yeah, sure, go run in the rain. Why not?
Just could ruin it because I know some players could be like, oh, I could preempt to take some rain.
Yeah.
You know?
Just put some extra power in. But in the end, it's not rain, not snow. I mean, it was snow in California. We'd be able to have a few extra questions, honestly. But in the end, it is going to be that cloudy day.
Yep.
Not a sunny day, not a rainy day, just a cloudy day. Nothing too crazy. Nobody building for the weather, I don't believe. But left-handed winter, pretty much everyone's got that one down on lock.
Almost everyone. I've noticed a few like, you know, but you're still doing well. It's just free abilities. You got to take them, like, especially to help trigger groundwork, which has like been like the huge like contention, right? Groundwork.
Yes, I mean everyone wants that groundwork early. They want that taking the lead early, so that way they don't just get left behind right at the beginning. They don't run into a straight up wall, right? If you're running a late surger, you're going to try your best to make sure that your late surgers aren't just running straight into a wall of Umas and can't actually get past anyone.
Yeah.
But one other thing also to note is the mood, thankfully, fixed it great. I would be so sad if someone spent all this time trying to build up their favorite Uma, right, their favorite horsey, and she shows up that day and she's like, I don't want to do this. I'm feeling terrible today. Like, I ate something fierce last night.
There's a pickle in my burger.
No, Uchan.
Put a pickle in my burger. Who does that?
Who does that? That happened to me 3 times in a row once.
Pickle?
Or
the down.
the mood down pickle event.
Yeah, place just put 3 pickles in my burger, and I did not appreciate it.
I'd like pickles. I would.
Pickles are terrible, actually. Mood down for you.
Anyway, once again, remember, the winners of this don't just get bragging rights, they do get quite a bit of pocket money, and on top of that, the top 2 gets a weekend pass to OffKai Gen 5.
Yeah.
I've had some friends who've gone to OffKai. They keep telling me to come through. They say it's a lot of fun. I still haven't quite done it myself, but
I'm convinced.
I'm convinced.
Yeah. The OffKai Expo Gen 5, as we previously talked about earlier, it happens in San Jose right here at the convention center, the McNenry. And it happened on July 24th to the 26th. So, still plenty of things you can meet on the VTubers, you meet and greet, being able to get all those merch stands as well. Plenty of stuff to happen, so if you want to get a little bit of a discount code for it, if you want to just do it right at home, you can put the Genesis X3 for $5 off, and in this economy, you'll take any dollars off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my, and here we go, right here.
Just remember, that $5 off only lasts until Monday, so you got to get on that ASAP.
Mm-hmm. It's a marvelous Sunday, but Monday will not be so good. You better put it in.
Yeah. I mean, it's still Saturday, but it is Valentine's, and I gotta say, I am loving these team compositions. There's a lot of Ogre to go around. I love that gray idol horse, but neither here nor there. The big question is, outside of Ogre, what kind of strategies are we going to be seeing? We're seeing a lot of Runaway Suzuka. We're seeing a lot of Summer Maduzensky.
Yep.
We're seeing the occasional Saiyan Sky. Daiwa Scarlet's actually popped up twice now.
Yeah, Tachyon would be proud, honestly. Whom I will bring later. I need to bring my Tachyon cutout. I just smothered my phone and I woke up and I was like, that's a lot of like notifications. What is happening? And I look at the clock, I'm like, uh-oh, I better get going.
Yeah, but, you know, either way, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad I'm here with you. That was like the big goal of today. As we have our 3 competitors sitting down. Feels weird. I'm just so used to seeing like the controller being brought out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little button check.
Well, those are the controllers.
Yeah, but they're just like we're gonna have a great. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna think about this. I'm gonna tell my horse, please, don't get blocked. I'm begging you, like on my knees, praying.
It's like, I had you studying calculus. You can do this.
Turf terror is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Aren't you happy today, huh?
That's not a Christmas ogre.
No. Oh my, we have a
There
very,
is no Christmas ogre.
yeah. The holidays have been canceled, and plenty of interesting spread of Umas we're seeing right here. As
We
have
got
Camp Opera.
nature.
Oh, we got Gold City, Sailing Sky, Silence Who's Cut, Nice and Nature as the number 1, not number 3. Still possible for the 3 to happen, as well as the. Oh, here's the quiz. Machikana Fukutaru. Did I say that right? Please. Machikana Fukutaru.
Machikana Fukutaru.
Yep, I was good enough.
Yep.
I'm happy with that one. That was like the big quiz. That was like my jump to become more of an Umamusume fan. I was just like, how do I pronounce this?
Can you say Machikana Fukutaru? Can you say Machikana Tannhäuser? Who knows?
Can I say Machikane Fukutaru? Can I say Machikane Tannhäuser? I don't know, but it seems like I can. We'll have to see it. She's got the orb, and we're seeing Mihono Bourbon as well. No right shower to be with, unfortunately. No, well, which is great.
No.
Can't stop you from getting a free.
One thing I will say that's particularly interesting, all 3 teams have different variants of these units, right? That is full armor Machikana Fukutaru. That is New Year's TM Opera O.
Yes.
That is New Year's Gold City, right? That is not Christmas ogre.
Nope. It's just her. In all of her beauty and all of her glory. Right here in this graded league. A very interesting spread of characters, which we're going to in turn be a very interesting race. Right here in this graded league at Genesis X3 in San Jose. No rain here, but no shine. The great mood is all we have in this 2,200 meter medium race. With cloudy skies ready to go as the competitors are all talking out there. Nice nature, very interesting to see in the number 1 spot, but Gold City as well, ready to go. And last and definitely not least, Ogre Cap right here.
Yeah, and once again, we are looking to see what exactly it is that these teams go for. I'm expecting to see a bunch of green skills coming in for this New Year's TM Opera O. And here we go. Everyone taking the lead. Firm conditions already proccing for Machikana Fukutaru. No green skills for TM Opera O, which a little bit surprising considering that one unique skill needs 7 skill procs, right, to get to the massive amount. Someone's rushed over here.
Someone is rushed.
We got Fighter procking for Nice Nature, and it's on for Machikana Fukutaru. And right away, we got Bourbon vying for that lead, right? Runaway's not going to be able to get you away from this Bourbon for long enough. We got as many gold skills as possible coming in through here.
Thunderbolt Step. Haven't seen that ability proc in a long time as we take a look right here at the stand. Sansakusa at the first, Mihono Bourbon in second. TM Opera O and Sailing Sky right behind. Both of them actually, with one of them lagging quite a little bit, but Sansakusa, the view from the lead is mine indeed, honestly, because it seems like she's going to be completely untouched and uncontested. As I'm looking at the spread, there's quite a bit of a clash and competition that's happening in the rear.
Yeah, I mean, all the late surgers back there. We do have the TM Opera O managing to insert themselves just in the middle of those front runners. But here comes Nice Nature coming on up, the late surger of all time. Just like that, 3rd place is just a starting point. 3 more steps to the lead, and Nice Nature going straight for it.
Here she comes. She's coming in fast, but Fiona Bourbon is still a little bit in the lead, a little bit of proc, and there's going to be a competition right here in the first place. Mascara is coming in close in the third place, but Nice Nature looks like she's just about to do it, because securing that #1 seed as a #1 position, Nice Nature will be able to go ahead and get the dub with a nice separation, 1.5 horses.
And the supporting character no more, Nice Nature, going to be taking first place on that podium. Fakest D-Gapper on the planet. I love Nice Nature.
Oh man.
Not a single blue skill to be found. It's all about that speed.
I don't believe in blue. I am Nice Nature, I am red and green. This is like the example that you'll give like some new Ruma players who are like, I don't need recovery skills. She did it. Oh my
She done
sweet,
did it.
oh my sweet child. Your so-called pace chase front runner with no blue skills will be turning blue as they run out of stamina and go all the way in the back of the race.
I gotta say, Wolfie, I am so unbelievably happy to not see a single red skill on that Nice Nature. Everyone I know keeps saying, oh, well, you could run Evil Nature. And I say, you played through her entire career, listening to her talk about how she wants to be that main character, how she deserves to not just be a supporting cast, how she deserves to be on that podium, and you're delegating to her to support?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I love me some Nice Nature. It don't matter if it's the real horse, it don't matter if it's the Umamusume. I love me some Nice Nature. And I love to see some variation in these builds.
She's got a life. She's tired of getting third, and she finally got first.
Third place no longer.
It still got awfully scary with Fiona Bourbon, making it quite competitive and being able to kind of keep up in the front. And with these abilities, I am not surprised at all. Oh, that wit is evil. That wit is evil.
Yeah, but I will say, right, that Runaway Suzuka did so much at keeping Bourbon in check.
Yes.
Because if Mihono Bourbon stays in first place for a long enough time, and Go First Forever does even more for the Mihono Bourbon, but never allowed to hit that first place, never allowed to stay at that front. And Nice Nature going to be taking it in the lead from that late surging. I love to see Nature
Man, you're
win.
like a proud mother. You're like, this finally happened. The emotions
Thank
are
you,
running
Nature.
high. And it wasn't like a debuffer too. You're like,
Yeah,
this is
no.
like honest to God.
Honest to God, Ace Nature. Love to see it.
Honest to the three goddesses, I should be saying. To the fountain. She did it. And a quite competitive set as well. But as you said earlier, you can't if by some chance it happens, but it's never going to happen. You can't let one person just have one, front runner being able to do whatever the hell that he wants. And that, to me, that's like the Nightmare situation. You're just like, oh, I don't need to do a front runner. There's no way someone's, going to have it. My opponent should have it. But then if two people think that way and one person's just like, my entire squad is going to revolve around this one front runner, the view from the front is mine because the only view you're getting is from the back, and it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, front runner can be a little bit difficult to run if your Runaway Suzuka isn't involved,
Yes.
because Runaway Suzuka is the name of the game, right? Suzuka wants that lead. She's going to take that lead. She doesn't care if she drops it later on. We
It'll be
actually
there.
saw Runaway Suzuka take it all the way to the finish earlier.
Yes.
So sometimes it doesn't even matter if she drops that lead. The big thing, though, is if you're playing a frontrunner who needs to stay in the lead, like Maruzensky, like Mihono Bourbon, it's going to be much more difficult if you don't have some way to deal with these Runaway Suzukas.
Yeah, we saw Daiwa Scarlet as well, one of the other front runners. So this is the nature. Said nice. Say that again. This is the nature,
of competition.
Yeah, there's plenty of things as we have our three competitors sitting down right here. There's top three. You get prizes in this double elimination bracket. Over 600 has been available right here, with first place being able to get 360, a full spin of money, with as well as getting the Cinderella Gray, which has been a fantastic watch, by the way. When I went to Japan and Taiwan, it was everywhere. They were just like, look at this, look at these horses. This is great. This is going to be amazing.
I sat there for 3 seasons through the OVAs and the movies, with Oguri at the #1 of my Oshi list. And people were just like, why do you like her so much? All she does is eat. And I said,
When I get you.
I was like, I mean, she do, but if you know the OG Oguri Cap, this guy was a monster.
Yeah, you ran into the struggle of me with my all-knowing lore of my horse, watching them get mischaracterized and stereotyped into the ground, and watching them sob. I'm like, wow, I love Agnos Tachyon. And I look on Twitter, and I'm like, wow, they love her for a different reason. That's not her. And now as you look right here, oh, interesting. And there's Tamamo Cross. That's Sparks.
Ooh, okay, so might not be Christmas Oguri, but that's that white lightning that we're seeing. No blue skills. Once again, it's just all about that speed. That is a level 6, by the way.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've been seeing some level 6s. That Christmas Oguri earlier from Jackalaka was a level 6, but this Tamamo Cross right now bound to be a very big force.
Yeah, no left hand, but still has the lucky 7s that can still be a huge threat.
I mean,
is that a Symboli Rudolph front?
That's a B-rank Symboli Rudolph. I can guarantee you this is an evil student council president. There we go. We got that Dominator going. We got the late surgers, the pace chasers, and the end closers all having a bad time. About 835 on that width, so it's a big question as to how many of those red skills will actually proc, but you need a full team composition.
Yeah, the B stands for best, as in bad. You're going to have a bad time.
That is terrifying. Plenty of red skills ready to go.
That's what I love seeing you. Like, you look at the FF, you're like, oh, so you can't really use that. And you're like, you misunderstand what the student council president's here to do. She's here to put you in detention, and you're going to enjoy it. She's like, oh, no, come back here. You're gonna really love.
Yeah, you're sitting there, you're saying, I want to win. I want to race. And Rudolph says, yeah, about that.
Yeah, the view from the back is yours.
That is definitely one way to put it, but look at all these front runners. We've got Saiyan Sky, we've got Silent Suzuka, we've got Maruzensky. Honestly, I didn't catch whether or not we're seeing McQueen in that front runner position as well, but we've got the elephant in the room here. Gold Chip actually coming on in.
Man, she's short.
That's what we're going with.
Look, I'm 5'4", so I'll take any shot at any, short-looking Umamusume that I can take about.
But as we have Tamamo Cross, I've seen victories with this character. I've seen that white lightning spark and continue to electrify the competition as we get ready to go.
As the racers, no late starts, hopefully, as the red light goes off,
And they're off.
All right, we've got Runaway, Silent Suzuka already on deck, and Binksy, I gotta say, right, this Silent Suzuka might be running away. There are 3 other front runners you really want to be paying attention to. That's not Maruzensky, that's not Mihono Bourbon, that's Saiyan Sky, but so many of them are so far behind. It's really only the Saiyan Sky who has a chance of catching up. But check out number 5, Maruzensky, still very much in the deep middle. We're actually getting, I think, a triple frontrunner team coming in from Dusty Pistol here. But right in the end, 9th place, 9th position. It is that Tamamo Cross that we were looking at earlier.
Slipstream activated, but we're not really looking at Rudolph. We're looking at when we see the red, when she starts seeing red and being able to pull in one. That escape artist to go ahead and get triggered as we're seeing the nice 2 front runners as we're expecting. The view from lead is mine is getting procced, and as well as anchors away, the ship is ready to go as Kolshi is starting to go ahead and gain that momentum, but Tamamo Cross as well keep an eye on her as she's still quite lagged behind, but looks seeing Gold Chip. It's on is correct as we're starting to gain some speed, and we're starting to see a little bit of, not much of a shift, honestly, in the front runners, but there is someone lurking up in between with number 1.
Yeah, and in the waters lies that Gold Chip coming up towards that front though. But take a look at this Silent Suzuka. Vinxie continues on with that one, but the white lightning strikes again, and Tamamo coming up towards that front. Tamamo running towards that, but is nowhere to be found in the end. Silent Suzuka running away with that victory.
As per usual, as per the business agenda. Still had it ready to go. Unfortunately, Tomo's efforts were not enough, but that's kind of the problem with Silent Suzuka. There's like, when you only have one on the board, they can sometimes just get uncontested. They can sometimes be untouched. And that's kind of exactly what happened on there. Being able to just completely get away from the competition, being able to just completely kind of blow it out of the waters, and being able to kind of understand that one. This is the reason why you always got to be real careful of it, because left-handed, runaway, ready to go, 1,200 in speed, 1,000 wit, ready to go, and a stamina of 910 with an S in the front. This is a very scary Silent Suzuka, and all those abilities were able to just proc at the perfect ones. And I love the concentration as just like to make sure like, hey.
Oh yeah, and one other thing also to note, right? Remember that evil student council president, that Symboli Rudolph that we were talking about, that was going to be debuffing everyone else? That was a debuff for pace chasers.
Yes.
That was a debuff for late surgers. That was a debuff for end closers. Not a single one of these would reach that Silent Suzuka.
Oh, no.
Not a single one of these would put a dent in that game plan. Silent Suzuka decided to run away from the beginning, but it wasn't away from the podium.
It's like, I just like hearing about the horses and Lawrence. They're like, they just love going really fast. And then you read about them in real life. Oh no, they were terrified of the other horses and wanted to get away from them as fast as they could. That's my favorite explanation. It's just like, oh, so why are you first? I'm scared of everyone. I don't want anyone to get close to me.
Oh, Turbo.
Why are they getting closer? Get away, please.
I do love me some Twin Turbo, but either way, Turbo's not on Global for a hot minute, but right now we are seeing Vinci going to very much be on everyone's radar, because that Silent Suzuka running away all the way to that finish line is a good position to find yourself. Oh, I do believe that we're getting a return to the stream. Hello, hello, our Rice Shower aficionado.
Oh. These races kind of keep me on my nerves. I'm just like, hold on. Sansuka may be running away with it, but...
Not even on your toes, just straight up on the nerves.
Yeah, just on my nerves. Like, I just feel it.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, this is a huge ripoff. I paid for the whole seat. I'm only getting the edge.
Mm-hmm. Damn you.
Rudolph.
Yeah, you just,
Rudolph would be proud.
Yeah, you gotta reach it. You gotta make sure to debuff everyone, but Silent Suzuka, I'm starting to see a trend when there's not like two of them and they're not like really being competitive towards each other. It kind of gets a little ugly when the race starts to get
right, because if one person runs a runaway Silent Suzuka, then at least one other person has to, or else you're going to get, that runaway going. You're going to get that view from the lead. You're going to get way more of those skills that are designed to proc when you have a large lead.
Mm-hmm.
And Runaway Silent Suzuka is the name of the game. We thought it was going to be all about Christmas Ogre, and don't get me wrong, Christmas Ogre is still very, very scary, but a team is a sum of its parts, and Runaway Silent Suzuka has been such a pivotal point for a lot of these teams.
Yeah, without her, it's like you can still like run your team, but it's like a pedal car. Silent Suzuka's the one who's just like, I actually brought the motor. We can go ahead and actually try to get this started. And then she looks to her right and sees her same exact clone, like with the motor, as they just kind of like press into each other.
Silent Suzuka sitting on the swan boat with another Silent Suzuka.
But they only get on one pedal, so it just keeps going to the left.
Well, yeah, of course it's going to go to the left.
It just goes in a circle. They'd be terrible in kayaks. Just like, San Francisco, where are you going? I'm moving.
All right, but welcome back, Perkui.
She's back.
Yeah, I mean, she is very much back.
Oh my.
Okay, I gotta say, we have, two Christmas Ogres, but at the very end, welcome Big 3 of the Cinderella Grey.
Mm-hmm.
We got Tamachan, we've got Super Creek, and we've got Ogre. None of them going to be their secondary variants, just going to be all about the family coming together.
Yes. Super Creek, that camera perspective had more frames the entire season of One Punch Man, as we all saw. Super Creek PR Par has all the abilities ready to go. Not seeing too much on that green, but medium S, but a little bit of I'm kind of scared about that stamina count.
It's not an issue. We got Pure Heart. That's going to be doing more than enough for Super Creek. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised, right? I was expecting to see some Dazzling Disorientation. I was expecting to see some red skills on this Super Creek, but we're just going to be going straight for as much speed as we can go. Medium straightaways, medium corners, pace chaser straightaways. Going to be picking up those gold skills, but we're not seeing a few of the really important skills for this bracket, right? There's no stopping me, there's no left-handed, there's no winter runner, right? But players like Pertui on that Ogre Christmas cap is very much a big threat here. Remember, the moods are going to be locked to great. The favorites are going to be about as accurate as favorites always are in a game, but I'm super interested to see what this does turn into.
This is kind of the matches and as well as the Uma spread we have. Yeah, but Pete Steve actually just showing off the big three. Like you said earlier, it's just like all three of them ready to go. This is canon lore, but we'll have to see what you're going against because the variance you're up against is quite difficult. I'm just starting to see we have the 2 Christmas Oda Caps and as well as both of them running into Silent Suzuka, but instead, most of them running the Sama Maru Zenski. It's going to be the Nice Nature in slot number 7. So plenty of competition to be had right here in the Grid League.
Yeah, but once again, we got 2 Runaway Suzukas, so it should very much not just dominate the beginning. Gonna be ready to go, and here we are taking the lead. No runaway, there we go. There's the runaway that we were looking for, and it is going to be the Silent Suzukas taking the immediate lead. Endurance is going to be going down.
Restless proccing as well, and I liked a little. I saw a little bit of green skill. It was cloudy day. Someone actually had that a little bit prepared, being able to get it. Leader's Pride. This is what we were expecting. Both of them to be really competing against each other.
Whoa. That's a pace chaser Ogre.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I mean, I do believe that that is a pace chaser, Christmas Ogre coming in from Pertui, which means that we are going to be dodging a lot of these late surger debuff skills from Castle on that evil nature. I mean, that nature's right at the very back, not going to be able to hit any of these Christmas Ogres with those debuffs. The Runaway Suzukas are still taking that front, but once again, the debuff skills continue to eat away at that stamina. The view from the lead might be yours for now, but how long are you going to hold on to it?
Keep an eye on Sama Zenski as well as getting a little bit of momentum and speed, but it's Ogre Cap that we all have to be ready to go for as we approach the final one. Best of Miracle is proccing. We've seen Ogre Cap gain some speed, but honestly, it's getting a little bit of a traffic situation right here in the back. Tomo Cross and Ogre Cap both moving together, but here comes Christmas Ogre Cap. We've all seen the same story before. We've all seen the same plot before as she's zooming across the right side of the stage, passing out the front runner, a little bit of purple, but here she comes. Christmas Ogre Cap being able to move on forward, and it looks like that she might be just completely untouched, uncontested, unable to be stopped. Christmas Ogre Cap will be getting first, and as well as Ogre Cap will be getting second, and another Christmas Ogre Cap will be getting third. It's all about the gluttony.
It is all about the gluttony. Christmas comes once a year, but Christmas Ogre gets that podium as many times as she pleases. And here we are, Ogre taking that first place once again, thanks to that pace chaser strategy. So much of the successful Ogres that we're seeing are the ones who are dodging that late surger, right? They're not going to be getting hit by all of these debuffs, and you have to be able to figure out ahead of time, what can we do about this? How do we deal with everyone and their mother just bring out some sort of way to reduce the amount of stamina, reduce the amount of speed from these units? End closer worked, pace chaser worked. At this point, we're not going to see a front runner.
You can front run Ogre Cap. I believe in you. You can do whatever the hell you want.
I mean, you totally could.
You could.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Remember, could and should are 2 different words for a reason with 2 different meanings.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to run into runaway Silent Suzuka. Good luck.
Yeah, you're not keeping up.
We really do have the Oguri 3 on that podium.
Yeah.
Base Oguri at number 2, baby.
Yeah, the base one being able to kind of keep up a little bit of the. I think the traffic situation that happened in the late race and near the back, that kind of got a little ugly. I saw like an Odor Cap just kind of prop that Christmas one proc the ability, and I'm like, oh, you're proccing that against the wall of like your own like your own little like counterpart, and as well as Tom will cross. You're not gonna be able to get kind of through the big three. You know, unfortunately, not being able to see too much of the Super Creek, but still a great little struggle that happened right here. And honestly, it's so important to see two Silent Suzukas.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, to me, I'm just like, if I don't see it, I'm expecting like 95% chance that she's just gonna win.
Yeah, if you don't see 2, you might as well see her in first.
Yes.
Right? If you don't see that Silent Suzuka in first, and it's a runaway Suzuka,
Something happened.
Give her some blue skills,
Yeah.
please. Like, oh my god. Right? I mean, Suzuka always finding a way to get straight to that front, straight to that lead, and always finding a way to just make it so much more painful for these front runners.
Don't let them have fun. You see what happens. You played your game, and you're playing a pace chaser, and you're having a great time. And you're like, oh, please catch up. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Please.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to be running. I would love to see someone running debuff specifically for these front runners.
Yes.
Because so much of these teams are saying, well, I'm going to be fighting Christmas Ogre. I got to hit those late surgers. I got to hit, everything on these late surgers. And all the Christmas Ogres we're seeing winning are those who are dodging that late surger.
Yes.
Sometimes
Like
they
as an
don't
end
even dodge
closer.
the late surger.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just end up winning anyway.
Yeah, and sometimes they get placed as the end closer, but we still need a little bit more focus on the front runners because it was like a front runner design meta. They're very terrifying. They're very scary, as we saw the previous 2 times where Silent Suzuka was just able to just kind of keep the competition going. Even we have a Bourbon at one time was just so close, but consistently being blocked by Silent Suzuka.
Once again, it's...
Yeah.
We thought we were going to be talking about Ogre all day.
Nope.
I could talk about Ogre all day. But it's Suzuka. It's Suzuka, whether it's on the podium or off, that is deciding these team compositions.
Because like, if you just look at the results on paper, if you just press skip to results, which we're not doing, first of all, let them run. Let them have fun.
If you're not there every step of the way with your horse, you don't deserve to see them on that podium.
That's right. You can't get mad. You can't get mad when they strike this pose, like, or.
I will get mad when Tama hits me with this again. It's always the Tama pose.
I love the poses because like everyone just knows how dynamic they are. I can just strike a few poses and people will know. I'm just like,
All right, give me Machikana Fuku Kitaru. No.
Or-
Give me the non-G one. Lifts up rock.
yeah. There's also,
Mm-hmm.
we all know that one.
We've got, ooh, it's Ame.
Oh.
Why, hello there.
Oh.
I love me some teammates.
Hello, Vodka. Oh my. Hello, Goldshi. Oh no.
Oh my.
No, Vodka. Vodka. No.
Look away. Look away. This is shaming at this point.
This is like that one canton race you do in her career where it just says, run in the race. And we all know what happens afterwards. If you
No,
ever
I
play-
gave her long sparks. I won that Arimakina.
Let's be real. We all played Vodka's career, and we all just said, run in the race, and you just sigh.
Okay. Yeah, let's stop looking at Olimar's vodka.
Yeah,
what
Jesus.
else Olimar
Have
got?
some mercy! What the hell is this polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? Just completely out there. She's got Diva Scarlet at least. Look at that. She's got a friend. Ooh.
You know what? They've got friends. They've got each other.
They've got the power of friendship.
Absolutely. Yeah, now speaking of that power of friendship, we got Christmas Ogre, we got New Year's TM Opera O. That's about as festive as you can get on one team so far.
Yeah, and it's going to be pace or late. We'll have to see how it goes.
I mean, if you're running Gorman, it's got to be pace.
Yeah. And we've seen it's been successful as well. We're seeing TM Opera O ready to go as well. I love her icon that she has because she looks mildly uncomfortable, but she's just having a good time.
I mean, have you seen TM Opera New Year's animation?
Yeah, she goes flying. But like, look at her face. She's like,
Ahaha.
And left-handed in winter, as we were expecting. That's I'm just like, we all know that you were building for this race. We all know that you're on top of it. We're actually seeing my personal favorite. Oh no, Agonis Tachyon. That's going to be an end as well. So I'm starting to expect, yes,
Oh,
yes.
Evil scientist Agnes Tachyon.
Yes.
This is the Agnes Tachyon they talk about on Twitter.
All right.
This is the Agnes Tachyon that gets mischaracterized on Twitter. This is the one that we see.
Yes. And she's end closer because she's going to try to end some racers here.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest question is, are you going to be able to end the onslaught of this solo silence Suzuka? Not only is it a solo silence Suzuka, the only front runner barring a Daiwa Scarlet.
Yes.
I don't think Daiwa Scarlet is going to be able to stop this silent Suzuka. Runaway silent Suzuka, as we've said time and time again, has been such a huge part of these team compositions. We're also seeing that Christmas Ogre. If you're looking for some kind of, how do you call it, some kind of a meta, it's all about this one. As Brune actually running the Christmas Ogre on top of that, so we're getting 2 Christmas Ogres today.
And the go. Left-handed in Winter Runner. We're starting to see the runaway proc as well in the concentration. Plenty of abilities being able to get ready and go. We're starting to see it, and the subdued late surge is already procking early.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
This is why you need a runaway Suzuka. You cannot let this monster out on her own. But once again, it is not a sprint. It is a medium. You're going to have a lot of time to catch up, but this is a very scary screenshot to have on hand.
A very scary one indeed, as the 2 Christmas Ogres are right next to each other. But honestly, I'm worried more so about the Silent Suzuka, as should everyone, to be honest, as tail held high. Gonna go ahead and proc with a little bit. Well, here it comes. She's starting to gain some speed, but this is the thing. As we reach the midway point, it's still scary.
Yeah, it's still definitely scary. Once we start getting... Oh, we're going to skip across, and just like that, Brune in the front with that Christmas Ogre.
There was a wrong race.
Oh. Okay. Wrong weather... Yeah, I was going to say.
I was like, it's snowing.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be snowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, weather conditions are not what we needed. And remember, these matter a lot, right?
Yes, they actually very
especially
much
snow.
do. Yes.
Snow demolishes that stamina. So
there's a reason why I'm not surprised I didn't see Silent Suzuka in the first one. So they're going to go ahead and redo it with the right conditions, because weather does matter after all. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised to just look outside and there's just snow. I'm like, oh, they're on top of it. They're ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, they know. They're like dialed in. They got a meteorologist on speed dial.
They had the phone calls. They brought the airplanes in, generating clouds. Like, all right, make it hella cold. We're going to get some snow in here.
They're not even generating clouds. They're just hand-tossing the snow out.
From the roof.
It's all about that dedication, baby. You got to have the team compositions no matter what comes up.
Yeah, they're like, all right, we're going to introduce a 4th team into the mix. I'm just going to be the NPCs. And they ruin everything. They ruin it. They know. I like there's like a tier list for NPCs as well. They're like, here's how much of a threat they are. And like, I think like Japan.
Shout outs to optional Super Boss Happy Meek.
Being able to do so much with it. But we saw the spread of racers. We saw that, you know, Vodka will not have a good time. Why are you laughing? Why are you trying not to laugh? That's disrespectful.
We don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about that.
Please. I need this.
Yeah, but honestly, my biggest question here, right? How far is this Runaway Suzuka going to get? We already saw Runaway Suzuka do so much at that beginning, but that's a Pace Chaser Ogre. another Pace Chaser Ogre, a Pace Chaser TM Opera O, and none of these late surgers are going to be getting hit by that evil Agnes Tachyon. Instead, it is going to be these Pace Chasers who might be getting hit by the evil Agnes Tachyon. We're recreating the conditions. We are not recreating the teams.
Yep.
That would be incredibly messed up. But I'm particularly interested to see what that does turn into.
I'm not expecting too much shifts from the start. I expect all the same. I expect that Silent Suzuka to go ahead and take that huge lead, being able to get it. But the shift is going to come when these Pace Chasers are going to go ahead and activate. We'll have to see what happens because Mejido Dober is the #1 in this favoritism here.
All right, here we go. Once again, going to be building up to this match. It is still firm, it is still cloudy, it is still winter.
And it's not snowing.
And it's not snowing. I must just say it straight out. I'm looking for an Olimar sweep.
Looking for an Olimar sweep? Me too. I believe in it. There's a Cinderella story here that's being up on display as we have Mejido Dober, as well as Silent Suzuka and OffKai being the 3 displayed on here. The big 3 of this race, as we'll see right here in this graded league that's hosted in Genesis X #3.
Yeah, but right here, we're going to be going off to the races. I expect to see Suzuka going for that runaway immediately, and watch it once again. These players are now in different brackets, so it's #4 for that Silent Suzuka making that lead.
Lie in wait. Mejido Dober, that's what all you can do as we're starting to see the gap. Look at the top side of your screen. There's a huge, big difference that Silent Suzuka is being able to establish as we're starting to see the debuff starting to go ahead and apply as we approach a little bit of this ramp up as well and all these abilities, but I'm still worried about the Silent Suzuka. There's still a pretty marginal gap as we're approaching the midway of the race.
Yeah, the biggest question is, are you going to be having a large enough gap that Suzuka can proc these further skills in order to stay in that lead, or was this Runaway Suzuka simply there to keep the Runaway Suzukas in check? So right now it is going to be those Pace Chaser Ogres vying towards that front. Brune in the lead, but once again, it's all about that Suzuka still holding on to that lead.
She's still holding on to it, but we're seeing Mejido Dober, #6, slowly starting to creep up as we approach the very critical part of this game. Here she comes, #5. We have Christmas over the cap. But Mejido Dober will be making her presence known, moving past and beyond is correct. Here come the debuff as well over there. She's coming in fast, Mejido Dober, but as well as Christmas Ogre-Cap. #5 and 6 are competitive right here on this track. She's approaching the rear, she's approaching the front. It's getting real close, both are coming on there, but it looks like Christmas Ogre-Cap is going to go ahead and maintain the front position, but Mejido Dober is right next to her. Mejido Dober is going to go ahead and get that front. She's going in, she's competing on fast. I think she's going to go ahead and take this into Mejido Dober. It's going to keep on moving and keep on that first place, being able to completely make it happen.
And beyond is the podium. First place taken. Brune might be happy with a second and first place finish, but it is Mejido Dober, not the Christmas Ogre, to take the gold.
Mejido Dober, it seemed like a little bit of a haunting when the first race was skipped and seeing her in second place. It could have been on there, but nervously, she's able to do it. She's able to get that first place. It still was hella competitive, especially near the end. Let's pump some iron, getting all those abilities ready to go. Plenty of A's, plenty of S's with that medium, but still such a competitive race that we just saw in there. Silent Suzuka just kind of started to lag a little bit farther behind. We were expecting the huge amount of like the differences there, but because of the lack of it, because maybe you're, like you said earlier, is this built to be the one that's going to win it, or is it built to keep the other one in check? And that was a huge defining factor of this race.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking right there. The runaway Silent Suzuka did the job of, keeping the other Silent Suzukas in check. There's no other Silent Suzukas.
There's only one.
I mean, you have many skills available, you have many options, but you're not going to be able to get all the way to the end with that one. And just like that, Ogre Cap not going to be taking first place. It is going to be all about that Mejido Dober. I can't even really call that Oshi running. because Major Dober is still an incredibly wonderful unit that we've been seeing in a lot of teams lately, right? I mean, the late surgers just go absolutely crazy.
twice.
We're going past and beyond into that lead, and I gotta say, wonderful way for that one to go.
Yeah, Major Dober, she did it. She was able to pull it off, and it was still quite competitive at the end because Chris was over the cup. I was just like, all right, how fast are we going? And I was like, there's someone lurking in the back. There's someone scary lurking around. And I was just like, seeing that there's only two, I was like, okay, she's not blocked. That's good. That's good. I was like, first of all, because when I was worried, I was like, if like, you know, Vanka can somehow keep up and kind of get in the way, I'm like, she can block someone and actually potentially ruin someone's day. But thankfully was able to kind of keep it up. Thankfully was able to keep it moving forward, and Major Dober will be, you know, your winner on that one, and we'll be moving on within this graded bracket. It's been getting a little scary as we're moving further down.
A little scary?
It's
It's been
just a tiny bit.
terrifying. Yeah, I mean, once again, we're going 1v1v1 Swiss into double elim.
Yes.
So every single moment counts.
Every single one matters so much. Every single moment where you're like, oh, you're not going to get first.
We got Way in the crowd.
Way! Sorry, it's like a vocal stem. Way!
Yeah, I love Genesis, right?
Yeah.
We got everyone having a good time over here.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
And this will be our last race together. They're taking us out back.
I know. I hope I'm a good glue.
Stop.
Oh,
Yeah, we got Ogrin, we got Teo, we got Daitaku Helios. But
Yeah.
we got, more than anything, so much spirit here at Genesis.
6-7. She's doing it.
I'm so glad that you didn't bring your Tachyon cutout.
She'll come later. I promise you. I'll have her ready to go. She's just there. She's able to just have a good time. 6-7. 6-7. That's been a position out there. And 7 is the one that's lucky. Well, we'll have to see and continue on. This will be the last one as we hop, you know, afterwards. But Christmas Ogre Cup, we've seen her everywhere. But the placements have not all been first, which I'm quite happy to see.
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing Ogri. I love seeing her take first.
Oh, we know.
I've been talking about this horse for years at this point.
I get it. She's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see, right? And I love that when Global came out, I was not expecting it to get as big as it did. I don't think many people were expecting it to get as big as it did.
Yeah.
But it's grown into its own wonderful community, and there's people who are coming in interested in just the game. Some people coming in who are interested in just the show. Some people who are interested in more than just those two. Some people only interested in the horses that they were based off of, right? But the biggest thing is that it all comes down to Kawakami Princess! Why, hello there.
It's like a jump scare. Kawakami Princess, what are you doing here? What? On your left? Oh, right-handed. Oh no.
Oh, no.
She'll run the race, so she'll just go in the opposite direction, so, you know. And
That's-
they're off. She starts backpedaling.
Kawakami Princess, that's interference. You're not allowed to do that.
I'm a princess. I can do what I want.
Yeah, she really can. But, I mean, the most important thing here is, right, regardless of where you're from, regardless of what it is that you truly enjoy out of the series, everyone here is here to have a good time, here to enjoy their time with one another. Vibes here are incredible. I'm sure that the vibes at OffKai Gen 5 are also going to be incredible, so make sure to get that discount as soon as possible. It expires Monday. That is not very much time for you to be getting your hands on that discount.
As you look at the placements right here, San Suzuka, of course, being on that front runner, but keep in mind, Odecat, both of them are going to go with that pace, and we're having the Grass Wonder for late 2 gold ships in the end. And we're seeing Daiwa Scarlet actually being used as a pace chaser this time.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly enough, so Vinxie we saw get very close to the win of the last time we saw them on stream. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
What?
How many Suzukas do you see in this?
I see one, and she's got the #1 bracket for a damn good reason. We'll have to see how it goes, because 2 of her always spells trouble. But at the same time, it can still get a little bit ugly. It can still be a lot to go off of. As we're starting to see, there's 2 enclosers with that gold sheet. Both of the Ogre Caps will be running on that pace chaser right here in the last graded race for us, at least.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're going to have to see what this does turn into. There are only 2 front runners that we are going to be seeing in that Saiyan Sky and that Silent Suzuka. But front runner Savvy procking, and there is that runaway. We have seen it time and time and time and time again. Umamusume going to be procking, so at the very least, the gold chips are going to continue to stay close to that pack. But Silent Suzuka taking that lead even over a seasoned frontrunner like Saiyan Sky.
We'll have to see how far she can keep it. The view from the lead is hers after all, as the congestion right here. We're starting to see in the back, the 2 gold ships will be able to go ahead and lamp around. Escape artists in the front runner corners are procking for the Saiyan Sky. Plenty of them, and a lot of abilities actually working out. We'll be able to continue on as we approach the midway of this race.
Yeah, we're getting towards that midpoint, but once we get towards that midpoint, we're going to start seeing the 777 start procking, the Festive Miracles start procking. Fast Pace is procking for Silent Suzuka, but once again, it is the front runners taking the lead. Ogre Cap still trying to catch up, but the view from the lead still remains Silent Suzuka's.
I'm a little worried about this Brass Runner being able to kind of get trapped a little bit far behind, as the gold ships are starting to go ahead and move on forward. Ogre Cap and Christmas Ogre Cap are both starting to make their move right here in this race. Festive Miracle gets proc. That's a good time to do so. No stopping me as well, and then moving fast and beyond. And on your left gets proc for both. And gold ship, oh, she's fast for a damn good reason. She's moving on up front and being able to completely overtake it. But keep careful. There's still plenty of race to be done, and there's still plenty of Umas that you've got to be careful. There's a lot of styles being procced out there. It could be real scary, but this gold ship seems poised to take it. Gold sheet is still in the front, and she's going to be able to just, oh my goodness, a dominating victory.
A dominating victory from Vinci's gold ship, going to take it in the end. Gold ship, 6 lengths in the lead. Just so far ahead of everyone else. Go ahead, kick the camera. You've earned it, gold ship.
Oh, she didn't kick us. Thank God.
Oh,
Wow.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Being able to get on there. Oh, yeah, left-handed, no stopping, it's on. All those players were able to proc, and just plenty of kind of leeway there. Yeah, no need for blue. All you see is red has been able to get that victory, and great stuff on that.
We got 777s,
Yep.
but it's all on that stamina. But in the end, that is going to be it for our block for these graded league pools. We've seen some wonderful teams. And this is just what we call, thinning out the herd.
Yeah.
Right? It is bound to get even more competitive, even more crazy the further things go on. So that'll be it from us. I've been Anti.
And I've been Wolfie Scratch. And thank you so much for having us right here for this Graded League of Umamusume. We'll see you next time.